Hi everyone, how are you? Avni, Surya, thank you so much for joining in. How are you doing, guys? Yeah, Avni, I know what I have to do when you come in the live. I have to write Avni and Veer always. I remember this. Thank you so much for joining in once again. Okay, this time Arohi and Harsh too. Okay, let's do this as well. Rohi and Harsh too. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for joining the live. And Surya, okay, Surya, let's do your name as well. Surya and Sona, okay. Surya. Avni got a list today. Surya and Sona. Here you go. Surya and Sona name done. Thank you so much. Sia Rahul. Okay. Sia and Rahul. Here you go. Thank you so much for joining the live. Both of you. Okay, Princess Diana. Got you. Princess Diana. Here you go. Princess Diana name done. Asfia. Hi Asfia. Thank you so much for joining the live. Make sure to double tap your screen to give this live a like. Here you go, Asfia. Thank you so much for joining in, everybody. I hope you all are doing great. Tap your screen, like this live, and get your name down here. Sara Yasir. Got it. Sara Yasir. Thank you so much for joining in. Here you go. Tafsila. Okay. Got you. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's do Tafsila. Here you go. Shana. Got you, Shana. Thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Shana name done. Bhakti. Hi, Bhakti. Thank you so much for joining in. Bhakti name done. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below, and get it done. Let's see who we have next. Hi Ricardo, thank you so much for joining in. Ricardo, here you go, Ricardo. I have written Shaha. You're welcome. You got Mikaela. Hi Mikaela, thank you so much for joining in. Mikaela, here you go. You got the name done, Mikaela. Puneet, thank you so much for joining in. Make sure to double tap your screen to like this live. Nuha, hi Nuha, welcome to the live. Nuha name done. Curtis. Welcome Curtis to the live. You got the name done. Have I written Puneet or not? I guess so. Shaha, here you go. If you guys want to see your names again, you guys can watch this live on my YouTube channel right after this live, okay? I will upload this live on my YouTube so you guys can see the names again, okay? Virat Kohli. Okay, let's do the name. Virat Kohli name done. Sumaya. Hi, Sumaya. I guess so you were there in my previous lives as well. Thank you so much for joining in. We got Nima. Hi, Nima. Thanks for joining the live. William. Welcome. Here you go. You got the name done. William. Ritu. Hi, Ritu. Thank you so much for joining in. Ritu Mahyar. Hi, Mahyar. Here you go. You got the name done. Adele. Hi, Adele. Thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done. We got Sina. Hi, Sina. How are you? Jensen. Thank you so much for joining the live. You got the name done. Lucy. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Misty. Hi, Misty. You got the name done. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below and get it done here. Jessica. Hi, Jessica. How are you? You got the name done. Ariba. Thank you so much, Ariba. Here you go. You got the name done, Ariba. Okay, here we have next. I have written Sarah. Not okay. Sarah name done. Hello, welcome to the live. Fatimi, here you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Benjiman. Hi, Benjiman. Welcome to the live. You got the name done. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Here you go, Amar name done. Thank you so much for joining in. Nidhi. Hello, Nidhi. You got the name done. Zoe. Hi, Zoe. How are you? Kian. Thank you so much for joining in. Kian. Fajr. Thank you so much for joining in. Gaurav. I hope you all are doing good. Here you go, Gaurav name done. Whose name should I do next? Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Mayank. Hi, Mayank. Here you go. You got the name done. What's your name? Muhammad. Here you go. Write your name in the comment section so that I can do the name. You guys are saying write my name. How could I know what's your name? Asher. Thank you so much, Asher, for joining the live. Got Maham. Thank you so much, Maham. Here you go. Sony, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Akshay, welcome to the live. Your name is done. Jory, thank you so much for joining in. Noor Awais, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Alice, thank you so much for joining in. Arohi, hi Arohi, how are you? You got the name done. Avika, hi Avika, thank you so much for joining in. Dhiraj, hi Dhiraj, how are you? You got the name done. We got Lily. Thank you so much Lily for joining the live. Stepan, thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live and get your names done. We got Fajr. Thank you Fajr for joining the live. You got the name done. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below and get it done. I wish I could write my name with left hand. Sorry, I could write these names with my left hand because right now my arm is hurting really bad. Arfa, and I want to do the names with my left hand, but I can't do the names. Hi Steve, thank you so much for joining in. Minato, hi Minato, how are you? Here you go, you got the name done. We got, oh no, Vukuna, I remember. Vukuna, welcome back Vukuna once again to the live. Daniela, hi Daniela, thank you so much for joining in. Anurag, hello Anurag, how are you? You got the name done Anurag. No worries Vukuna. Lena please. Here you go Lena, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, no problem Vukuna. Annie, hi Annie, thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done. Skylar, hi Skylar, how are you? Zainab, hello Zainab, thank you so much for joining the live. We got Sakshi, how are you Sakshi? You got the name done. I have written Zainab. Oasis, hi Oasis, are you from Nepal? Welcome to the live. You're welcome. Karhala is not here. She won't be able to download. Can you her name? Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, wait a second. Karhala. Here you go. We got Anaya. Thank you so much, Anaya, for joining the live. Barun. Hi, Barun. Sarah. Thank you so much for joining in. Abrar. How are you? You got the name done. Komal. Thank you so much for joining in. Komal. Here we have next. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live and get your names done. Thank you, Rebecca. You got the name done. Rebecca. After Rebecca, we have Somu. Thank you so much for joining in, Somu. Anaya. Hello, Anaya. Welcome to the live. Sirat. Hi, Sirat. Thanks for joining the live. Jamie. Welcome to the live. Yusra, thank you so much for joining in. Yusra. Kesaf, thank you so much for joining the live. Kesaf. Almaha, thank you Almaha. I hope you are doing amazing. Oh, thank you so much for joining in. Seth, hi Seth, thank you so much for joining the live. Ahmed, here you go, you got the name done. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Manan, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Dharuk, hello Dharuk, thank you so much for joining the live. Virat, hi Virat, welcome to the live. Sonia, hi Sonia, I hope you are doing amazing. Adam, here you go Adam, thank you so much for joining the live. After Adam, who we have? Nick, thank you so much Nick, you got the name done. Who's next? Naresh, hi Naresh. Oh, it's your bro's name? Here we go. Yunchai. Hello, Yunchai. Yunchai name done. Iman. Hi, Iman. Thank you so much for joining in. Iman name done. Zenat. Hi, Zenat. Here you go. You got the name done. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and comment your name below. Okay, I'm waiting for you guys. Double tap, like this live, and comment down with your name after liking the live. Zilan, I guess so, you were there in your previous live as well. Welcome back once again. Dima, thank you Dima for joining this live. Fatima, how are you? Here you go. Godwin, got you. Thanks for joining the live, Godwin. Megan. Haura. Nof. Anushka. Isabella. Good fam, thank you so much for joining in. Gursaki, hi Gursaki, how are you? Here we go, Gursaki. Devna, thank you so much for joining in. Ammar, welcome to the live. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Okay, let's see who's next. Kimi, welcome to the live. Asrar, thank you so much for joining in. Double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below, and write down with your name after liking the live. Thank you, Sof. Hamza. Thanks for joining the live. Harim, how are you? You got the name done. Hello, Mahi. Lara. Gulverina. Thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done, Gulverina. Lisa. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. Here we go. Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back, Kangana. How are you? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live. Double tap your screen, like this live, and comment your name below. Alian. Hello, Alian. Thank you so much for joining in. Sahil. Welcome to the live. Jatin. Thank you so much for joining in. Hussein. Welcome to the live. You got the name done. Hussein. Noor. Thank you so much for joining in. Vivan. I hope you are doing amazing. Dariska. Hi, Dariska. How are you? You got the name done, Dariska. Hello, Megan. Thank you so much for joining in. Uruj. Yani. Thanks for joining the live. Jayoti. Welcome, everybody. Double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below, and get it done. Easy. You guys can write done with your name after liking the live, okay? So that it would be easy for me. We got Ariana. Thanks, Ariana. Here you go. Ariana. Thanks for liking the live. Heritivi. Hi, Heritivi. Thank you. Here you go. Anaya. Welcome to the live. Here you go, Anaya. Isma. Walid. Emma. Mustafa. Thank you so much for joining in. Aiden. Thanks, Aidan, for joining the live. You got the name done. Maria, welcome to the live. Hello, Hardik. Thanks for joining the live. Leila. Inato. Welcome, Inato. Hey. Blake. Thank you so much for joining in. Samuel. Thank you so much for joining the live. Letty. Welcome. Nidhi. How are you, Nidhi? You got the name done. Balraj. Hello, Balraj. Jannat. Thank you so much for joining in. Zoya. Annie. Arjun. Amir, how are you? Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Ishi, okay. You are telling me the pronunciation as well. That's good, because I pronounce the names wrong sometimes. Here you go. Feroz, thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done, Feroz. Who's next? Kashaf. Hi, Kashaf. How are you? You got the name done. Fazit. Hi, Fazit. Thank you so much for joining in. Oli. Hello, Oli. Thank you so much for joining the live. Ash. Thank you so much. Rinan. Gorkam. Hoş geldiniz. Ella. Thank you so much for joining the live. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Here you go, Pihu. Luna. Whose name is this? Thank you so much for joining in. Hi, everybody. Elena, here you go, Elena. Charlie, thank you so much for joining in. Here you go. Shale, hi Shale. Welcome to the live. You got the name done. Falak, hello Falak. I hope you are doing amazing. Falak, Savi, thank you so much for joining in. Yuvan, hi Yuvan. Shivika from India, hi Shivika. Thank you so much for joining in. Anissa, welcome to the live. You got the name done, Anissa. Aditya, welcome. Here you go. Hashmi, thank you so much for joining in. Here you go. Oh my goodness, Hashmi. Here you go. Molo, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Bobby, thank you so much for joining in. Bobby name done. Ali, thank you so much for joining in. Oh, we got someone from Almaha from Saudi Arabia. Here you go, Almaha. We got Stina. Thank you so much for joining in. Stina. Alicia, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Rudra, thank you so much for joining in. Rudra. Oh, Zoya, thank you so much for joining in. Goku, welcome to the live. AXL, here you go. Iman, thank you so much for joining in. Mia, hi Mia, how are you? Charlie, I have done this name. Arden, thank you so much for joining in. Zenia from Pakistan, hi Zenia. Harper, hi Harper, how are you? You got the name done. After Harper, we have Ivan. Zoe, thank you so much for joining in. Corey, welcome to the live. Garv, I hope you are doing amazing. Garv. Pragya, thank you so much for joining in. After Pragya, we have Blake. Hello Blake, thank you so much for joining in. Ryan. Hello Ryan, thanks for joining the live. Mua, welcome to the live. Tap your screen, like this live and get your names done. We got Elisa. Hi Elisa, thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done. Hannah. Hello Hannah, here we go. Shalok. Shalok name done. Abhi, thank you so much for joining in. Rithika, got you. Rithika, thank you so much for joining in. We got Kel. Eddie, welcome to the live. Here you go. Selena, thank you so much for joining in. Paranshi, Paranshi, welcome to the live. Who's next after Paranshi? Thank you so much everybody for joining in. Tap your screen, like the live and get your names done. Here you go, Aliza. Adiyat from Bangladesh. Hi Adiyat. Thank you so much for joining in. Adiyat. Hi Hussein. Here you go. Sana, thank you so much for joining in. Zaki, welcome to the live. Zaki name down. Taha, thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like the live and get your names done. Kenzo, here you go, Kenzo name done. Noor, thank you so much for joining in. Finley, here you go. What's this name? Kartike. Hi Kartike. Kartike, thank you so much for joining in. Sanya, welcome to the live. You got the name done, Sanya. Whose name should I do next? Tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Iman. Hi Iman. Thanks for joining the live. Galib, welcome to the live. Galib, Manu, Olia. Thank you so much for joining in. Khalis, Ananya, Rahaf, Aubrey, Bilal. Thank you so much for joining in. Sia, welcome to the live. Dimple, Avery, I guess so you were there in my previous live as well. Thank you so much for joining in once again. Crystal, welcome to the live. Hi Naya, thank you so much for joining in. Naya, thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Who's next after Naya? Zeno. Hi Zeno. Mitchell, thank you so much for joining in. Kunal, welcome to the live. Biakli, hi Biakli. Here you go. Hasu. Anupa, thank you so much for joining in. You got the name done. Anupa. Who's next after Anupa? Rishav. Hi Rishav. Thank you so much for joining the live. Jack. Hi Jack. You got the name done. Anam. Thank you so much for joining in. Bhanu. Sahil. Thank you so much for joining in. Sudan. Thank you so much. Sudan. Here you go. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, comment your name below, and get it done. Leah. Hi Leah. Thank you so much for joining in. Farha. How are you? Farhan done. Parachi. Thank you so much for joining in. Blake. Welcome to the live. AMR. Radha. Thank you so much for joining in. Ashley, how are you? You got the name down. Macy, welcome to the live. Riaz, thank you so much for joining in. Jade, welcome to the live. Bayan, thank you so much for joining in. Got Iman. Hello Iman, welcome to the live. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Let's see who's next. Rahil. Hi Rahil. Thanks for joining the live. Shai. Thank you so much for joining in. Ankush. Hello Ankush. Thank you so much for joining the live. Rachel. Welcome to the live, Rachel. Arij. Hello Arij. Thank you so much for joining in. Mila. Welcome to the live. Mila. We got Val. Saim. Oh, thank you so much. My voice is so calm. I like that. Chirag, thank you so much for joining in. Amit. My voice is that much calm that sometimes I started to feel sleepy during the lives. Like it make me sleep. Almin, thank you so much for joining the live. You got the name done, Almin. Lily, thank you so much for joining in. Honey, welcome to the live. Okay, who's next? Dua, thank you so much for joining in. Charlotte, how are you? Charlotte, here we go. Thank you so much for joining in. Selena, welcome to the live. You got the name done. We got Kylie. Thank you so much for joining in. Raid, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Jules, thank you so much for joining in. Hani, welcome to the live. You got the name done. Rahul, thank you so much for joining in, Rahul. Here you go. Rahul name done. Who we have next? Thank you so much everybody for joining in and liking the live. Love you all. We got Jason. Thank you so much, Jason. Emma, welcome to the live. Archie, hi Archie, how are you? You got the name done, Archie. Bella, welcome to the live. Bella name done. Paulo, thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Martha, Malak, Yash, Asmi, Ikra, Aize, Lucy, Ayan. Thank you so much for joining in. Alex, welcome to the live. Juliana, how are you? Juliana. Mary, hi Mary, how are you? Sarah, thank you so much for joining in. Izza, here you go. Here we have next Kendall. Hi Kendall. Thank you so much for joining in. Tap your screen, like this live and get your names done. Here you go, Rosie. Don't forget to double tap Rosie name done. We got Hira. Aram. Ayati, thank you so much for joining in. Ajoy. Sita. Ruby, thank you so much for joining in. Don't forget to double tap your screen to give this live a like. Jordan. Ishal. Who's next? Nina. Thank you so much for joining in. Vidhi. Welcome to the live. Dani. Thank you so much for joining the live. Leanne. Thank you so much. You got the name down, Leanne. Ayana. Thank you so much for joining in, Ayana. Nama, how are you? You got the name done. Liliana. Hi Liliana, how are you? You got the name done. Jordan. Hi Jordan. Thank you so much for joining in. Naimal. How are you? Here you go. You got the name done, Naimal. After Naimal, here we have Naman. Hello Naman. Thank you so much for joining in. Rohan. Thank you so much, Rohan. Kate. Here you go, Kate. Welcome to the live. Dior. Here you go. Gerard. Here you go, Gerard. Who's next? Miso. Thank you so much for joining in, Miso. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and get your names done. Jules, thank you so much for joining in. Sarut, welcome to the live. Mayar. Sudipta. Hi Sudipta, thank you so much for joining in. Sloan, I guess so. Not it. Thank you so much, Victoria, for joining the live. Who we have next? Lacey. Hi, Lacey. Aliza, thank you so much. Here we have next. Tap your screen, like this live and get your names done. And after liking the live, write done with your name in the comment section. Let's see. Sarah, thank you so much, Sarah, for joining the live. Zeno, hi Zeno. Sama, Vivi, Jolene. What is this name? Lorsha. Got you, Lorsha. You guys have so difficult names. Here you go, Lorsha. Here you go, Dua. Anshika. Got Jaden. Thank you so much for joining in. Anna, welcome to the live. Mia. Janka. Vapov. Thank you so much everybody for joining the live. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live and comment done with your name to get your names done. After liking the live, write done with your name to get your names done. Let's see who's gonna be next. Thanks, Clara. Nadi. Param. Carmen. Naila. Ayush. Harry. Riemann. James. Noah. Basma. Lavanya. Elan. Cosmo. Upri. Sky. Mati, Maddie, Isidore, Martin, Gilson, Jatin. Thank you so much everybody for joining the live. Make sure to double tap your screen, like this live, and comment your name below to get it done. After liking the live, write down with your name in the comment section to get your names done. Let's see. Thanks, Lamar. Rania. Ivy. Sia. Ria. Alana. Raghav. Thank you so much for joining in, Manha. Amelia. Welcome everybody to the live. Carla. Thank you so much for joining in. Audrey. Willow. Mariam, thank you so much for joining in. Guys, make sure to double tap your screen, like the live, and comment down with your name in the comment section to get your names done. Let's see who will be next. Alfred, thank you so much for joining in. Yasmin. Hi Yasmin, how are you? Buddy. Alana. Thank you so much everybody for joining in. Louisa, thank you so much for joining in. Evan Galeen. Hi Evan Galeen. Thank you so much for joining in. Whose name should I do next? Aman. Thank you, Aman. Sifat. Thanks for joining the live. Hasna.